you like to see better from the platform?
I agree. I think because YouTube is a majority of the audience is young people that want to do the same. So I think, just help them realize that YouTubers aren't just adults, and really not just highlight the adults of the YouTube community, but also the young creators and yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, I love YouTube. Like, yeah, I got no problems with it. But like kind of what they said. You know how on Musical.ly there's the featuring option. Like you can get your Musical.ly featured, and then it goes to a certain page to where new followers and like new people on the app can see that. I feel as if that was like a thing on YouTube. Like maybe you could get put into a certain category or. Just anything like related to that, it could really help, your engagement and just getting new subscribers and really getting your name out there more. And I feel like that would also help the YouTube just has like itself, because if people that weren't as big saw that like there was that like option to be able to get into a category, I feel like, they would start making more content because they know they like have a chance, possibly like getting into that. So.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Next.
Hi, first of all, I just want to say I love your videos, Didda. They're amazing. So, how long do you think it takes to make one of your videos? Because you have really intricate videos.
Good question.
It really depends on how long the video, how much, I do animation, so it really depends on that. But it can take weeks, but usually I get an idea in one day, then the next I plan it out, and then maybe film, and usually filming takes a few days. And I kind of edit along while I'm filming, so it takes about a week, probably. Oh, and thank you.
Yeah, great question. Next. Thank you.
So, before I even ask my question, I just want to say I look up to all you guys, especially Zach, because you're super funny and goofy. So.
Hey, appreciate that, boy.
So, quick thing. So, about 2 months ago, I started taking Snapchat really seriously because a lot of people liked my stories. I'm not sure why, but they just do.
You're just really cool.
Thank you. You are too. And I'm growing pretty quickly on there, and even though there's a bunch of fans and supporters, there's so many haters, and the hate's really getting to me sometimes, and it puts people down. So I'm just wondering how do you guys deal with the hate?
I think in that situation you have to just remember that you like Zach said earlier, you have to focus on the positive and not so much the negative, which is difficult. It's really hard because you kind of have to grow a thick skin and remember that that's not what is important, and those things aren't true, and that the positive, you really have to focus on the positive. It's all about your attitude, because if you read those comments and let them get to you, it will get to you. So you have to just remember to keep a positive air about it, and try to promote the positivity as well, so that others see that, and maybe the haters will stop because they feel uncomfortable in situations.
Yeah, kind of like I said earlier, not ever. There's how many people are in this world? Billions.
8 billion or something.
There's billions of people in this world, and the odds of every single one of these people liking you is very rare. So, like I said, just focusing on the positivity really does have an impact. When I do read all the positive comments, I kind of it does uplift me, and I get more motivation off of it. Because most of the time you will have more positive comments than the hate comments. So you really just got to focus on really just putting it to the side, knowing those people don't matter. They're probably honestly jealous of what you're doing. That's what a lot of people hate on. I get hate from people at my old school because they're jealous of what I'm doing now. They're like, oh, what he does is dumb, but they'll ask for shout outs and stuff. So it's they're really just jealous and of what you have and how successful you are. So I would just keep going and just ignore it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for the question. Next.
So first, I love you, Zach. Happy birthday. I'm going to your meet and greet tomorrow. But also, how do you guys come up with the ideas for your music?
We try to, we're more new to the music industry, but we try to just keep our, the music and the subject of the music very, relatable to, kids our age, so we like sing about like young love, and all that kind of stuff that everybody kind of like always sings about, but just being like relatable and relating it to our lives. Like in our music video for our second single, Simple Things, like we use our real boyfriends in the filming of it, like things that people understand and know about us, and will understand, be relatable to other teenagers or adults around the world as well.
Yeah, so since I've always had like on social media like that really close connection, and I've always like really had like all my like life on social media, like there wasn't much I was hiding, and it's always been that really close connection. I like to have my music about me, like it's like so when my fans like listen to it, they can actually like, oh, like yeah, because there's like a line in one of my songs, rather go trampolining than sit at home just being bored, because like I love to go on trampoline parks all the time. So it's like all about me, and it's like when I'm actually making the music and it's about me and like the lyrics are like relatable, it's a lot, like singing it is just a lot like easier, because it feels natural. So
Thank you.
Okay, another question.
oh, she's a little short.
I love you guys so much more than Bailey.
Thank you.
And what mascara do you guys use? Because it's so pretty, like. And is it ever hard to figure out what you're gonna do in your videos?
So her question was, if you guys know, what mascara does Brooklyn Bell use?
Yes.
And is it ever hard to come up with content ideas for videos?
We
Thank
get the first question a lot, and that's why we're making our own mascara. So as of right now, we are using a prototype of our own mascara. So what you see us wearing is what we will be producing. Yes. So just watch for that, and you can find it later. But for the content on our videos, we just mostly base it off of what's happening in our life. Kind of like Zach said, he just bases it off of himself and what he's doing, and because we are normal teenagers and we try and make our life as normal as possible, it also relates to all the other teenage girls
braces,
out there.
wisdom teeth, dating,
all the kinds of stuff
prom,
everybody goes through. Do's and don'ts, driving, like for goodness sake, driving, that's a thing. Like, oh my goodness. So we just try and base all of our videos around things that happen for everyone and make it as relatable as possible, which is really easy because we can just base our videos off of life.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, I know there has been some rivalry on YouTube, but have you guys ever been jealous of a more popular YouTuber, and do you have any funny stories about it?
Interesting question. So she said, do you guys ever get into rivalries or battles with other competition or jealousy of YouTubers, and any funny stories?
Not so much jealous, but I for sure do pay attention to the competition, because like, and it's sometimes I don't pay attention up to it, like, because like, oh, they're doing better than me, like I need to do better. But also it's like to get an idea of like what's trending at the moment. Like I like to pay attention to other people's content because they'll post like what's trending, and then like when you do it as well, like all the people doing it, it's gonna have a lot more attention towards it.
Yeah, amen to that. I don't think like competition is necessarily the right word, because it's like, I get that everybody has a different amount of followers and you're fighting for those followers, but in reality the only difference between you and another person who may have more subscribers from you is a click of a button. Like the 8 billion people in the world, they could all click a button 10 billion times and give every YouTuber an equal amount of followers. It's not really competition, it's more about just focusing on yourself and like making sure you're doing your best and then growing on your own. I don't know if I've ever really been jealous of another creator, but I definitely have seen things like Zach said that other creators are doing that I'm like, oh, we should do that, or oh, we should try this trend, or oh, that kind of thing.
Yeah, because like you could have 8 million subscribers and make the worst videos in the world, but you could also have 400,000 subscribers and really take time and effort into your videos and make like the best content you can. So that's why I don't really focus on like other people's numbers as much and like, oh, they're getting bigger than me. No, I just like just try to like keep worrying about myself.
Awesome. Okay, we have
Good question though.
2 more questions before we break for lunch. So, what's your question?
Hi, Brooklyn Bailey. I love you guys so much.
Hi!
But do you guys have any advice for like people who want to start a YouTube channel, or how to keep like your ideas or your content like interesting and eye-opening and stuff like that?
Yes. I think we've said this earlier, everybody on the panel may have mentioned this, but just like being yourself, like even if you're like really into Pokemon or something, just like if you want to talk about that, talk about it. Like you will find people who will relate to you, and then your audience will be a much more genuine and happy place because you're just being yourself. I feel like people can tell if you're trying to like fake a video or push create content that isn't really you. So I would just try to keep that more authentic and just like have fun, and people will see that you're having fun and they'll want to watch more of your videos.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you.
This is the last question.
Hi, Zach, I wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
I was wondering, okay, since like a lot of you guys are YouTubers, is it more fun of doing like collabs rather than doing it by yourself, or is it like fun of doing it by yourself than collabs?
Yeah. That's a hard question. I am a total people person. I love talking to people, so filming with others is really fun. Luckily, I have a partner, so I'm always filming with another person. But like with collabs and stuff, they can just be really fun and goofy just because you're with another creator, so you can like relate on that. And then it definitely depends on who you're collabing with, because it can be sometimes you'll go into collabs and you'll have talked a couple of times, but then you get to their house and it's kind of like uncomfortable. Yeah, or like sometimes you'll go and it's like the most fun you've ever had when you're just laughing the whole time. It depends on who you're collabing with. But Bailey and I are always having fun because we always have each other to like play off of, goof off, laugh at. Yeah.
Because like so many people can bring different vibes. So like when you're for sure like with one of like your best friends and you put the camera on, it's just like, oh yeah, it's gonna get wild.
So 30 seconds, let's close out with each just for 30 seconds. If you want to thank your fans, but maybe where they can, learn more about you or anything, if you want any news to announce. So I wanted to give you guys a chance just to close it out with a little burst. Why don't we start with Zach and go this way?
What's up, guys? I'm Zach. So I can just say whatever, really. Well, if you guys do want to keep up with me and like get to know me more, I'm just a really goofy. Oh, I see your poster. I love it right away. Thank you.
Why don't you show your poster?
Sure. Come on.
You had a great birthday poster.
So cute.
And again, one more time, happy birthday, Zach.
Happy birthday, Zach.
Thank you.
But yeah, I'm a really goofy guy. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm weird and I like to have fun. So that's what all my content is. I've always like tried to stay to that and like just be as fun and a cool guy as I can be. So all my social medias are at Zach. Bruh, it's Zach. Zach with an H. Don't spell Zach with a K. That breaks my heart. That happens too often. I go to Starbucks and then they'll spell my name with a K and I'm just like, all right, I thought we were friends, bro.
That's not my account. So last 30 seconds, what do you want to say to your fans?
Well, most of you probably don't know me, but my YouTube channel is Didda, or youtube.com/Didda Productions. And for those who do know me, I'd like to say thank you. It just warms my heart. But I'd also like to, for everyone who wants to start YouTube, I just want to tell you to do it, because you're gonna have so much fun, and whether you get no subscribers or you get 1 million, it's gonna be worth it.
Awesome, thank you. Brooklyn and Bailey, what do you want to close out with?
I just want to say thank you to everybody who is like supporting all of us. Like, you make what we do possible, and I just wish I could give every single one of my followers like a ginormous hug, because honestly, you guys make what we do possible, and I could not be more grateful for everything that y'all do for us, and just being able to do all this creative stuff and showing you guys that, being able to like include you in that, and it's like we all did this crazy stuff. We just love you guys so much.
Awesome. Well, this has been great questions. Your questions were better than mine. So great job on the questions, and thank you for coming to learn more about some of your favorite YouTubers.